Hello students, today will we discuss about travelogue, memoir and periodical essays. ओके सबसे पहले हम पढ़ेंगे ट्रैवलॉग के बारे में। ट्रैवलॉग होता क्या है? ये किसी यात्रा का वर्णन होता है। इसमें एक इस तरीके की पुस्तक होती है जिसमें किसी लेखक की यात्राओं का वर्णन किया जाता है। ट्रैवलॉग कहलाती है। अमेरिकन लेखकों का पल्स बुक की पुस्तक माई सेवरल वर्ल्ड्स एक ट्रैवलॉग है। ओके, ट्रैवलॉग इज अ ट्रूथफुल अकाउंट ऑफ एन इंडिविजुअल एक्सपीरियंसेस ऑफ ट्रैवलिंग, usually told in the past tense and in the first person. Travelogue is a film's broadcast or piece of writing about travel. Pearl's book, an American novelist, writer, and biographer, is well known for travelogues. Her famous book, My Several Worlds, is a personal record of her life and shows her profound sense of humanity which permeates all her compositions. A travelogue is a truthful account of an individual experiences of traveling, usually told in the past tense and in the first person. The word travelogue supposedly comes from a combination of the two words travel and monologue. In turn, the word monologue comes from the Greek words monos. मोनोज का मतलब एलोन एंड लोगोस एक स्पीच वर्ड है फॉर मोर देन 400 years. The personal essay has been one of the richest and most vibrant of all literary forms. The Art of the Personal Essay by Philip Leopold. The personal essay is also one of the most popular forms of creative non-fiction. A personal essay can be based on a personal experience that results in a lesson that you learn. A personal essay can also be a personal opinion about a topic or issue that is important to you. This article defines the personal essay. नेक्स्ट है मेमोयर। मेमोरी क्या होता है? स्मृति, जिसको कहा जाता है ये व्यक्ति ज्ञान पर आधारित घटनाओं को खोजी गई रिकॉर्डिंग या उसकी आत्मकथा का चित्रण होता है। ये सामान्यतः व्यक्तित्व से जुड़ा होता है। इसमें लेख स्वयं अपने विषय में न लिखकर किसी महान व्यक्ति के जीवन से जुड़ी घटनाओं के विषय में लिखता है। मेमोर जो होता है हैज बीन टेकन फ्रॉम लैटिन वर्ड मेमोरिया विच मीन्स मेमोरी, अ बायोग्राफिकल स्केच, एन इन्वेंट्री और रिकॉर्ड of events from personal knowledge. A record of researches can any subject. Memoirs are usually concerned with personality and action other than those of the writer himself. A memoir from French memoir, memoria, meaning is any non-fiction narrative writing based on the author's personal memories. The assertions made in the work are understood to be factual, while memoir has historically been defined as a subcategory of biography or autobiography since the late 20th century. The genre is differentiated in form, presenting a narrowed focus. अब Autobiography tells the story of a life, while a memoir often tells the story of a particular event or time, such as touchstone moments and turning points from the author's life. The authors of a memoir may be referred to as a memorist or a memorialist. नेक्स्ट है periodical essay. Periodical essay is new kind of essay which was developed in English during the 18th century. It was different from other essays on the following grounds. It was not published in book from the like other kinds of essays, but it was published in magazines, journals which came out periodical after a fixed interval of time. It was written with a social purpose. Periodical essay was developed and perfected by Addison and Steele. Steele took an important step in the development of periodical essay when he started the Tatler. The Tatler continued from April 1700 to March. After the Spectator was started in March 1711, 1709 to March 1711. After the Spectator was started March 1711. It was joint paper of Addison and Steele. Its content were entirely a light essay. The Spectator published total 555 essays. Among them, Addison wrote 274 and Steele wrote 236. Remaining 45 were written by other writers. The essays appeared at the regular interval of time. Gradually, the readers became familiar with the Spectator, Sir Roger de Coverley, and the other characters of the Spectator Club. Okay. First, the review. Daniel Defoe is considered the pioneer of the periodical essay in English. His review, which is a major periodical, at first appeared weekly, then twice and later thrice a week, acquainted the English with his new genre of literature. Though the review was brought to an end in 1712, it was undoubtedly the forerunner of the Tatler and the Spectator. Next to the Tatler was brainchild of Sir Richard Steele, who started this periodical on April 12, 1709. Explaining the reason for its publication, Steele wrote, "The paucity of matter abruptly brought it in end on January 2, 1711. Next, the Tatler. The Tatler was brainchild of Sir Richard Steele, who started this periodical on April 12, 1709. Explaining the reason for its publication, Steele wrote, "The general purpose of this paper is to expose the false arts of life, to pull off the disguise of cunning, vanity, and affection, and to recommend a general simplicity in our dress, our discourse, and our behavior." The Tatler appeared thrice a week, and Steele painted almost the whole age of Queen Anne in this periodical. The paucity of matters abruptly brought it to an end on January 2, 1711. In Tatler, Addison made occasional and later a frequent contribution. It shows Steele's versatility in conceiving humorous types of characters in his simple and lucid prose style. Next, the Spectator. Steele joined with Joseph Addison in starting the Spectator in 1711. This periodical contained only essays. This change was brought about by Steele to accommodate Addison's genius, which made both the Tatler and the Spectator popular. In the words of Macaulay, in The Spectator and the Tatler, we once again see the inevitable 18th century with the church thronging with the daily worshippers, the Vukes gathering in the coffee houses, the gentry going to drawing room, the ladies thronging to the toy shops, the chairman jostling in the street. Next, other periodical essays. Steele's Guardian, that followed The Spectator, was also a popular periodical of the 18th century. Swift wrote Journal of Stella, which gives us an excellent information about contemporary political events. It also acquaints us with Swift's personal life and his love affairs with Stella. Dr. Samuel Johnson's The Idler and the Rambler present him as a moralist and as a sage. Dr. Johnson as an essayist was much more serious in purpose than was Steele. Oliver Goldsmith also wrote many periodical essays, The Citation of the World. His best work is a collection of essays which originally appeared in the Public Ledger of Chinese Letters. These essays are remarkable for their graceful, charming, and amiable prose style. The essays are a literary form in English originated with Francis Bacon, and the periodical essays is a piece of journalism began towards the end of the 17th century. The periodical essay appeared in magazines and journals after fixed interval of time. It had a social aim that was to improve the manners and morals of the people of this age. Daniel Defoe, additionally, Steele, Dr. Johnson, and Goldsmith made a great contribution to the development of the periodical essay in the 18th century. Okay, thank you for watching.